Deacons in our church are called to a special ministry of servanthood directly under their bishop. In the name of Jesus Christ, they are called to serve all people, particularly the poor, the weak, the sick, and the lonely. They are called to make Christ known and his redemptive love known by word and example, and to interpret the church, the needs, concerns, and the hopes of the world.
We partnered with the laundromat right down from the church, and one night a woman and her daughter came in, and they're going, "What are you doing?" "Well, we want to help you wash your clothes." And the woman looked at me and she said, "You're kidding." I said, "No, this is just something we do. We don't want to, touch your laundry, but, we'll pay for it." And the woman started crying.
Every Christian is called by Christ to serve his church in some way. Part of being a Christian is to always be in prayer and discernment about what that might mean, about what God may be calling you to be and to do next. Do you feel called to serve as a deacon? What are some possible signs that you may have that call, or that someone you know may have that call? Here are some questions that might help you find that answer.
It has been asked what the spirit of a deacon is, and I hear lots of things. And there are lots of components to what the spirit of a deacon is. But I think one important component of a deacon needs to be curiosity. Curiosity of what are the needs of the community, and how can I help the people sitting in the pews of our congregations? How can I garner their best skills and bring them forth to help meet those needs in the community?
The qualities of a deacon, I think the most powerful one is compassion. The ability to walk a mile in someone else's shoes so that you can appreciate and also know what they need in their lives, what kind of help, how you can help, or to encourage them to be able to put it into words, what they need, what could change my life for the better.
It is very important that a deacon get to know people, want to know people. It's important that a deacon ask people about themselves and actually directly say, what are your gifts? A lot of people will say, well, I don't know that I have any gifts, but they do. And encouraging people to name those gifts, to claim them, and to use those gifts is something that a deacon does.
The deacon connects the congregation to the world outside. Go forth in peace to love and serve the Lord. That's what it's all about. It's not about what just goes on inside these four walls, but what do you take from these four walls and do with it out in the community?
Deacons facilitate lay people, the other people in the congregation, the people in the pews. They facilitate and introduce service and the joy of service to those people. So it's important that a deacon is a frontline server. It is equally important that a deacon help other people to come into contact with the joy of serving in the Spirit of Jesus Christ.
It's good to tell what Christ has done in your life, to be a witness that you can touch in faith with them, that you can kind of understand what's going on with them and how you can participate in helping them to bring them to the altar, to be able to intercede and pray and ask for probably what we don't know what we need, but he does.
There is so much need, and there are so many gifts that can fill that need. If you are just out there on your own, well, for one, you're going to get very tired, and you're going to run out of resources, and you're going to disappoint all of the people who truly are in need by not having enough.
I see that spirit being very important in not being just a one person, a one ministry deacon. You might have your passion for one ministry, but if you're serving in a congregation, your job is to help bring forth the skills and the gifts of many people to meet many ministries. Not all. Every church cannot meet every need, but it can look at its assets. You can see where it can best plug in to meet those needs, and it can do more than one thing at a time.
And if one person does something for the community, you're a success because you've done what your job is. Hopefully there are more that will go out into the community and do things. And I've seen that at St. Margaret's. Right after I started attending there, Father Tommy had an idea for a outreach ministry, and it was called Laundry Love. It was a ministry that had already been started out in Ventura, California. When they asked a homeless man, what would make you feel, more human? And he said, if I had clean clothes, people wouldn't look at me so harshly.
As the Discernment Committee, one should be looking for people who have stood out, perhaps, for the things that they're doing within that congregation. That is leadership, certainly, but it is also a quality of being willing to work for the church, wanting to work for the church. They found in themselves the Spirit of God by connecting with God through prayer. And if they are hearing a call to service, that's because they've heard that somewhere in prayer.
A deacon is constantly identifying the gifts of the members of the congregation, constantly searching for what is their joy, what can they do to meet the needs. It's not a matter of arm twisting and forcing people to do things that they don't enjoy. It is finding, what is your joy? It might be, oh, you like reading? Would you like to read to someone? And then finding the people who need to be read to. Matching a joy with a need.
So I think that if a person looks like they like to do feeding the hungry and the homeless, that's great, and we need to plug them into that. But if you are called to be a deacon, you've got to have the leadership skills that can empower people from different skill sets to go forth into the world to meet those needs.
Deacons serve in a non-stipendary position. We serve for the joy of serving, and our payment is seeing the congregation go out there with joy and ability to serve the people.
And no matter where you've come from, what you have done, we are there with open arms to welcome you, to come with you and join hands and hearts and spirit with you, to know that you're loved and that God is our Father.
The unique role of the deacon in the church is indispensable. Working in concert with the laity, the priests, and bishops, each of which exercises its special ministries. Deacons provide a bridge between the church and the world. And if you or someone that you know may have a call to the diaconate, I encourage you to talk to your priest. Please know that we at the diocese are here to support you in your discernment and in your call. May God bless you.